This animation portrays different levels of statistical thinking by students working on a hypothesis testing task at the introductory undergraduate level. The task is adapted from the Stat2 Labs Tangrams Lab by Kevin Comiskey and Shonda Kuiper and was designed with the GAZE and ASA guidelines in mind. Good morning, class. Today, as promised, we're going to engage in our very own research study, comparing our performance on an online puzzle called Tangrams to that of other players. Tangrams is an ancient Chinese puzzle arranging geometric shapes into particular designs. The online game allows students all over the world the opportunity to play, all while anonymously collecting data. At your computers, please navigate to the website shown on the board. Take a few minutes to watch the video tutorial and practice the diamond puzzle as I am demonstrating. After students have acclimated to the game, the class spends time discussing the research question and working to reformulate it as a testable hypothesis and design an appropriate experiment. The teacher informs the students that their primary tool of analysis will be the recently discussed one-sample t-test. Here are some snapshots of student discussions. Note the different levels of the SASE framework. So the question is whether we're faster than the other players. But who's we, and which puzzle? Some might be harder than others. How do we know the completion time for the other players? Do we want to compare to the fastest time ever? House of Tangrams is the most popular puzzle, which means the website has the most data on its completion times. So the sample mean is probably the most accurate of all. We know that the sample mean for the House of Tangrams puzzle data collected thus far is approximately 88 seconds. Let's see if students in our school tend to complete the House of Tangrams puzzle in less than 88 seconds, using our class's attempts right now as a sample. Okay, our population of interest is the students at our school, and our parameter of interest is mu, the true mean online completion time. Since hopefully we're faster, that's our null hypothesis, right? Wait, no, we'd like evidence to support the conclusion we're faster, so that should be our alternative. Castro-Sotos et al. Found ample empirical evidence of students' incorrect choice of hypotheses in their literature review. For example, although participants in a study agree on the theoretical idea of stating a null hypothesis with the intention of finding evidence against it, they are not consistent when they are asked to define these hypotheses for a specific problem. Great, we formulated our null and alternative hypotheses. So we'll be able to prove that students at our school are faster so long as our class averages less than 88 seconds? No, unfortunately we can't prove anything, and we need to be careful about confusing our class's sample data with the population. As illustrated in the previous scene, Castro-Sotos et al. Also found some other common misconceptions concerning hypothesis tests. First, believing a hypothesis can refer to both a population and a sample. And second, the illusion of probabilistic proof by contradiction. After formulating hypotheses and deciding upon appropriate experimental settings and conditions for the collection of data, students play the game. The instructor emails the resulting data set to all students for individual examination as homework for the following class. Hey look, I took 100 seconds to complete the puzzle. Wow, it looks like a lot of students in our class took 50 seconds to complete the puzzle. We must definitely be faster than 88 seconds. Someone took 400 seconds. Maybe I should investigate that data point more closely. Aha! This student didn't even complete the puzzle. He left class early, so it doesn't make sense to include this point in our data set. We will still have a reasonable sample size if we throw it out. Alright, I threw out the really high outlier and then another person who I knew cheated. So we have a mean of 82.9. That means we are definitely faster. Why do we even need to do any kind of statistical procedure? I don't think we even can do the statistical procedure. Doesn't the t-test require the normal distribution? That histogram was definitely right skewed, and now look at this normal quantile. We definitely do not have normally distributed data. The student snapshots in the previous scene illustrate several different levels of statistical thinking at various different stages of the statistical investigation. At a lower level, the first student saw only his own case value. The third student, at a higher level, recognized a potential need for data cleaning and investigated further. The other students evidenced some additional misconceptions of statistical inference, as highlighted by Castro-Sotos et al. For example, the student concerned about the lack of normality was not able to detect the difference between the sample distribution and the sampling distribution. Other students focused on the center but not spread. After inspecting and cleaning the data, students go on to engage in the final two phases of the statistical investigation, analysis, and interpretation. But those are topics for another video. Thank you for your time.
Created using Powtoon.